Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a serious episode right here. Before we get going, we're gonna need a lot of hype. We're gonna need a lot of energy, so please, everyone, smash the like button. Let's start sending positive vibes in this video because this video may just change your life. Yes, keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep them coming, because I got some big news for you off the press. Now, you guys may be thinking February is gonna be the Sith month. Darth Revan, Darth Malik, who are those people? What I want to tell you guys right now, face to face, this might be the month of Grievous and the droids all getting a rework. And on top of that big conclusion I dropped out there with maybe General Grievous and droids getting a rework, just hold on with me, guys. I also might have some indication that a huge KOTOR character could be coming out this month. That part is a bit stretching out there, but we might have a source that might be indicating what's coming out this February. But let's start off with what we know is officially true, and that is L3-37 being the login reward. That is 100% true, 100% confirmed. GamingFans.com, they're one of the game changers in the program. They got official news from Capital Games to release this information. So L3-37 is 130% coming out as the monthly login reward for February. But now we got to do this video. Every month we talk about this. What could L3-37 mean as the monthly login award? Because for the past year plus or so, every monthly login award has meant something, some sort of theme, and with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 months. And this is kind of an odd time to make L3-37 a monthly login award because usually February is a Sith month. It's a KOTOR month. It's been traditionally that way. And every February celebrating that Sith month, we usually get a Sith-based character kind of indicating something big is coming for the Sith. So L3-37 coming to the mix, and also knowing that something has to be coming for KOTOR because of Darkside Bastila, Kandor Sordo, and all those other characters we are starting to farm now. I think we have a lot of information to work off of based off a potential leak that is kind of saying what February is going to bring to us. So we all know L3-37 is a good character, so we're getting shards for a great character. She makes the Scoundrel faction a lot better. She's really annoying with Kira, Ness, Mission, Zalbar, all those type of characters. We didn't see that much, we didn't see that many strides with the droids becoming better with L3-37. I made a video about it way back when. She does help him out a bit, but nothing too drastic. But the character that did make a big difference for the droids and made them from an F faction to a good C grade faction, T3M4. T3M4, July 2018 when he came out, I was very impressed with him on how he made the droids a lot better, and we got a statement from Capital Games basically saying that yeah, he's gonna make droids a lot better, but they're not meta dominant, ... at least for now, kind of alluding to that droids are gonna get better one day in the future. So when we think about L3-37 and her significance, besides the fact she's a great character and it's an odd time to release her this month, well, the significance of L3-37 in the Star Wars universe, if you saw the Solo movie, spoilers are off. If you should have seen the movie by now, if you love Star Wars. Basically, she was a huge advocate for droids. She was kind of freeing the droids from their chains, making them free, as we see right here with her unique ability for the droids. So she was known to kind of helping droids become free, and we saw that one scene with her as well, kind of freeing the droids. This might be an indication that droids will finally be released from their shackles of being a crappy faction, ladies and gentlemen. Because when we look at the droid faction right here, there's a lot of issues with them. Really, the only good droids we have are C-3PO, R2-D2, BB-8, and Imperial Probe droid, and IG-88 and T-3M4. The rest kind of going down, with the exception of L3-37, are pretty bad. So really only half the droid faction is good, but the droid faction doesn't really have a very viable leader to kind of work with. HK-47 is truly the only droid leader we have right now, and other than his leadership ability, which is not that, it's very outdated, the rest of him is completely garbage and completely outdated. And we kind of talked about this a while ago. They reworked his stance back in November when we thought they were going to drop a rework for HK-47. Well, we got the artwork changes for HK-47, but never have we seen a rework in terms of his whole entire kit. So now the puzzle starts becoming a bit more intricate. If L3-37 is going to indicate a droid faction rework, HK-47 might also get one. Besides the fact he's a droid, we're leading into February, and I don't think they're going to break their policy of February being a Sith month or KOTOR month, especially now that people are panic farming Darkside Bastila, Canderous Ordo, Carthanasi, and Juhani. maybe with this happening, maybe droid rework is going to happen, but also maybe an HK-47 rework is going to happen because he ties in both KOTOR and droid, and he might be needed for some sort of legendary event or hero's journey event or maybe a hero's fall event. And that leads into some big news that we got to talk about right now. And before I get into this big piece of news right here, let's keep in mind that this is not 100% confirmed. This is a rumor, but it's coming from a source very similar to what we saw last year. Around September last year, we saw a pretty big source that I kind of brushed off at first, but it predicted so many things. I'll show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. Now, right here, you guys are probably well aware of this screenshot right now. It was shared numerous times across Discord, across Reddit, all this other stuff. And at first, I kind of brushed it off. But this was released about early September, something like that. And as the time went on, this screenshot became more and more accurate. We got Revan, we got more dark side KOTOR characters, we got the B-28 bomber, very minute specific things, C-3PO, original trilogy Falcon, which got pushed from December to January. Really the only two things that didn't happen on this screenshot were mythic raids and the Grievous Rework. And we talked a lot about the Grievous Rework, rest in peace, from back in November that we were hoping for, and there was kind of indication on the forums, we said this in the video, that they may have rearranged their schedule based off of the leaks that were happening. So I don't know, the Grievous Rework thing and the mythic raids, we're not going to talk too much about it, brings too much pain to my heart. But now another screenshot started circulating today. I started seeing it on Discord and other forums out there, and it's kind of predicting what February is going to have. And with L3-37 now being confirmed as the monthly login award, a lot of this stuff on this list I'm going to show you right now seems to be, it might be coming true, people. But right here, coming from a similar source as before, we see that it's predicting what February is going to offer. And as I said in my last video when I was talking about how General Revan's coming back in his Hero's Journey event, I said, maybe just wait, maybe hold off gearing up Revan right away if you want to see what February is coming. And with no Road Ahead blog post posted yet, this might be a good idea of what's coming in February. So if you think you can gear up these things right away, and this might be the hot stuff, maybe hold off on gearing up Revan. That was kind of my point. Obviously, you want to gear up Revan sometime, but if you want to try to hop on this train, maybe just wait maybe a week or two to see what happens and then gear up Revan later on. You got to gear up Revan no matter what, whenever you do get him. So what is this whole alleged leak saying that February is going to bring? And I like how they say this so nonchalantly. Yeah, Grievous Rework, sometime around February 7th to 14th of February. I'm like, are you serious? This is a big deal. Why are you making it seem like it's not a big deal at all? So, I saw this screenshot earlier today, and I was like, might not be all that true. But then all of a sudden, L3-37 is confirmed as the monthly login award, and I was like, oh, this might have some weight to it. And then afterwards, we're seeing that around the same time of this Grievous Rework, we're going to see a droid faction rework and an HK-47 rework, and they're saying save a Zeta for him. So this is starting to make sense. L3-37, droid rework, HK-47 rework. HK-47 will tie into whatever KOTOR/Darkseid is bringing out in February. And this is where I start becoming a bit skeptical of this. And we got Flame, Darth Revan, Flame, and Flame. At the end of the month, according to the information up to date, another hero journey opened at 7 stars will require 4 new Old Republic characters: Karth, Juhani, Ordo, and Darkseid Bastila, and HK-47. Now, we said back in November, why didn't he get the Old Republic tag, seeing that all these other characters that weren't really in the Old Republic faction, they got the tag? Well, their reasoning was they were in the game, they get the Old Republic tag. We were like, why didn't HK-47 get one? And maybe he didn't get it because they wanted to save that last piece for later on when they rework him and they add the tag. So if we are to expect that a KOTOR event's coming this month, whether it might be Darth Revan or Darth Malak, I feel like they would want to do Darth Malak before Darth Revan first to kind of milk the whole thing, but there's a good possibility they might just go straight to Darth Revan. This is something you want to probably start keeping your eyes peeled for. Now, the last thought I want to put out there about this screenshot right here, if it is indeed true, I have a little worry about it because the Grievous Rework has been it's been long awaited for people. It's supposed to be a huge deal. We're hoping for some sort of Emperor Palpatine-like rework where he'll be part of the meta, he'll be leading the meta, changing the meta for 8 months until something else big comes around. And that might be the case. He might get a big rework, but the problem is right here, I don't see any Separatist rework, which makes me think that maybe he'll be good, but is he going to be really good without the Separatist faction getting reworked? And secondly, if Darth Revan is indeed going going to show up 2 weeks after the Grievous Rework comes out. Well, this has completely overshadowed the Grievous Rework, and kind of like how Jango Fett was good for a week in Arena, then Chewbacca came, and then Jedi Knight Revan came and he was gone. If that's the case, I'd be really concerned, and that'd be a huge letdown for a rework people have been waiting for almost 3 years now. I don't know, guys. This might be a really exciting month for Galaxy Heroes. I really hope this Grievous Rework does happen, and it's going to be the one we wanted and we deserved. I have this guy at Gear 12+. I got 5 Zetas ready. I got a ton of Carbantis ready, so if they release more droids or make current droids better, I can get him to Gear 12 right away. All I know is there's a lot riding on this character, and hopefully it does happen this month. Hopefully L3-37 does mean we're going to get some more droids, droid rework, a Grievous Rework, and maybe even KOTOR stuff if HK-47 ties in with that. But I know of one way to make sure the Grievous Rework does happen this month. Down below in the video description, you will find a link. And if you click on that link, you will find the Rework Grievous merch. And for every shirt that is bought, increases the likelihood of General Grievous getting his rework this month by 0.0000001%. So everyone, link down below, get the Rework Grievous merch. We got to get this happening this month in February. It's got to happen, people. So obviously, I'm a bit biased. I'm more excited about the Grievous Rework potentially and the droid work. I really hope that's going to happen this month in February, but we still got to talk about the main theme of February, which is Darkseid and KOTOR and Sith. And if this alleged screenshot / leak is true, then HK-47 is supposed to be a critical component, which is why he bridges the gap between droids and Knights of the Old Republic for February that we're thinking so far. And I thought they would have released Malak first before releasing Darth Revan, but if this indeed is true that Darth Revan's coming this month, HK-47 makes sense. He needs that Old Republic tag and to become a better droid because he was Darth Revan's assassin droid. So they definitely have a strong relationship between one another, and it makes sense that they would do a Darth Revan event requiring HK-47. But I am a bit thrown off. Maybe my Knights of the Old Republic experts can comment down below. But Darkseid Bastila, which we all think is supposed to be needed for some sort of event, and we were leaning more towards Malak because Darkseid Bastila, Bastila Shan Fallen, she was the apprentice of Malak. She fell over to the dark side. She was helping Malak out, and then Jedi Knight Revan helped redeem her. But with Jedi Knight Revan and Revan in general, it kind of went like this. Revan was a light side character. He was a Jedi who eventually fell to the dark side with Malak, and then Malak screwed him over, and then Bastila saved Revan, and then eventually Revan came back to whoop Malak's butt. That's pretty much the general timeline. So I'm kind of wondering, how does Darkseid Bastila kind of fit into getting Darth Revan? So, because Bastila Shan Fallen was a bit after Darth Revan. If I'm correct, of course, my Knights of the Old Republic lore experts comment down below to kind of correct me if I'm wrong or right about that. So that's why I'm a bit confused as to Darth Revan being alleged to come in February. I think he's going to come one day in the game. I wasn't expecting it to be this month. I thought they would release Darth Malak first, but there might be a way to fit in Revan in there. Maybe you need Jedi Knight Revan, Candace Ordo, then maybe T3 and 4, HK-47 to make that happen. And it seems like it's good timing that the Jedi Knight Revan event is coming back because maybe he'll be required for the Darth Revan event. Jedi Knight Revan, Carthanasi, Juhani, Candace Ordo, and T3 and 4, HK-47. Those make a bit more sense to me to have that as the requirements to get Darth Revan. So we'll have to just wait and see, but I think whatever the case may be, I think Malak or Darth Revan should be expected for this month. But because of L3-37 being the Login Award, which kind of ties into HK-47 getting that rework finally that's long overdue, that might be the connection that this month has a lot of droid / Darkseid / KOTOR stuff that's going to happen for us. But that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. February looks like it could be an exciting month. Let's hope it comes true. Let me know down below, what does L3-37 mean as the monthly Login Award? Is Grievous happening? Is the droids happening? Are HK and Darth Revan happening? I don't know. We'll find out as time goes on, but let's talk about it and try to guess what February is going to bring. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And until the next video. Rework Grievous, rework Grievous. CG, get your act together and rework Grievous, rework Grievous, rework Grievous. Come on, CG, don't make me pray to Jesus. Rework Grievous.